But this community was very forward-thinking in saying there is a space for this kind of a school and this kind of education in this community, and we must...
Which wasn't like any other school in the district by a long shot.
Right, and in Claremont, that's being honored today. I mean, that's something that's very definite. Every school has its mark in terms of what's going on. And I really just want to say that if these people, these parents had not rallied, we wouldn't be here today.
That's true.
We wouldn't be
The
here
school
today.
was slated to be closed. We had a
closed.
recall election, and we recalled the majority of the Board of Education. And you know what a recall election means in terms of petitions, getting things on the ballot. You have to have a slate of candidates who will step in and take the places of the people you're recalling. And it had to be organized, and then you have to get the vote out. And it happened, and that's very unusual.
Right. But that's also a story in and of itself that needs to be recorded in some ways, because it was very grassroots, people meeting in each other's homes, telephoning trees going on, walking the streets. All of us were very committed to it, and I think in some ways that's how come it makes it even more special in terms of today, because I don't know how many people... I mean, I talked to some of my students, asking them if they remember. Some of them vaguely kind of...
Our staff was not afraid to let their independence be known in the district. And this led to some difficulties later on as we talk about the attempt that the school district had of closing the school. It was a civil war on education. We were considered too small. We had about 250 children in the 10 classrooms that we had. The rationale of the school board was that it was too expensive to operate a school for such a small number of students.
You know, he took hits sometimes, I think, for being present when the recall election took place. He stuck his nose way out on the line for Sycamore School in the face of the district's administration, really probably wanting it to go smoothly and Sycamore School just to close. John didn't give a damn about what the district administration might have thought about his advocacy for the school. He just went for it because he knew it was right. I don't think he ever got the credit, if you will, for being so courageous, putting his own career at risk.
When there was a rumor at the school district office in a board meeting that they were going to close Sycamore School, I couldn't believe it. But I got a sense of why it was going to happen. It wasn't because we were so small a school that the financial figures didn't really match. We can't afford that small school. Was I think
that was the party line.
Party line.
That was the party line.
Yeah.
This one.
And then it really became very apparent to me what was going to happen when Katie Bjork stood up in the board meeting and discussed the reasons why Sycamore should prevail and why it should stay here to the president of the school board. And he was the one that was behind the closing of the school. And I said, uh-oh, the handwriting has been put on the wall. An adult from a very conservative, fundamentalist background, having a child, a student, talk to him like that, we're goners. And I don't know if I get through this, but I didn't get to say goodbye to you because I was let go in the summer when school was out. And Pam's mother, Shirley, later on gave a PFA party and thanked me for contributions made here. But the sense is that this occasion, it gives me the fulfillment of my willingness to go against the superintendent and the school board of education and say, damn the torpedoes, go full speed ahead. We're gonna beat it up.
I can tell you at that time, John knew by taking the stand he did, his job was toast. So he made the call based on principle. I'm not talking with an A.
L.E.
L.E. You know, Grant would quickly make
House.
that clear.
The end of the rule.
But the point being is he took the moral stance at his own expense.
Wow. And what you've said to me today, it was damn worth it.
Yes, those of us who love Sycamore were very worried that Sycamore was going to close for whatever reasons it was threatened at the time. We weren't happy about it, and we were all agonized and thought we'd have to go to one of these other horrible Claremont schools, and we wanted to stay here. So the day after a long fight, we won the battle, and the day that it was announced to all of us that Sycamore was saved, Principal Bobo, Mr. Bobo, bought ice cream cups for the whole school, and I'll never forget. It was the kind with the lid, with the wooden spoon, and it was just this huge celebration. Everybody was so happy.
Oh, that's great.
I'll never forget it.
It's so fun to see everybody here. Nobody has changed but me. The kids are all the same.
Of course.
The classrooms look the same. And isn't it nice that it's still here? Because that was a fight.